We're ready, Judge.
Good morning. It's 10 o'clock, May the 21st, 2024, and our special Commissioners Court meeting is now in session. First item on the agenda is roll call by our County Clerk, Mary Jane Gordialdo. Mary Jane, good morning.
Good morning, Judge Commissioner. Judge Rasmus.
Present.
Commissioner Mendoza. Commissioner Morales.
Present.
Commissioner Solis. Commissioner Garza.
Present.
We have a quorum, Judge.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Next item is our Pledge of Allegiance. Everyone, please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 4, Communications Commissioners. Of course, here in the courthouse, those that have been joining us this morning, we've been having some issues with our
AC.
Our chillers, our AC units. So I think some departments were showing me readings on their thermometers of 90 degrees in their offices. So there may be some departments that may be closing for the day. Looks like the air conditioning system is working a little better now, so we'll see how it turns out this afternoon. But certainly I don't want anybody to get sick and not be able to do their work here in the courthouse. So we'll play by ear by lunchtime. Of course, the technicians are here, carrier technicians, and they say they've gotten to the problem. So hopefully we'll get our system back in place. I know we're dealing with some very hot weather this time of the year, so can't be without air conditioning. I guess another thing I can bring up is, of course, our lake levels. And I see, Ralph, I know y'all have been working on the pumping station there.
Yes, sir.
It looks like it's still holding steady around 258, 259. What?
We're at 252.
252.
Yes, sir. 252 point.
So that's the historic low that we were experiencing in 2022?
It was lower.
It was lower in
No, in
2022?
2022 it was 253. So right now we are lower
Below.
this time, but it's been lower before.
It's been lower?
Yes, sir. Before I was here.
But as far as our pumping units, they're working
Yes, sir.
adequately?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's, I've been reading stories about, of course, it's almost all along the border, there's a shortage of water all along our system. And of course, the valley farmers are complaining about not having any water to irrigate their crops, and certainly we're dealing with it. Been talking with business owners that, of course, depend on tourism and fishermen coming into town, and it's really bad. I think all of our boat ramps are out of commission.
Out of commission.
I think they're out of the water, so it's definitely a serious time. I did talk to the Boundary Commission. I see Mr. Gonzalez in the audience. As far as dredging, any updates on dredging with
We met with Sister Shores Water Board yesterday, and they mentioned that some of the gentlemen came and looked at their pumping facility, and so they're maybe considering bringing the equipment down to dredge some of that, but they haven't given me a definite date. I'll call and provide you an update on that.
Okay. And any other communications, commissioners? Everything going all right in the
Yes.
precincts? We'll move on to public comment. This section provides the public the opportunity to address the Commissioners Court on any item on the agenda. Any members of the public? If not, we'll move on. We've got one item, Commissioner. I appreciate y'all coming in this morning. We've got an important project that will hopefully improve our water plant, and I know will improve our water plant in San Ignacio. So the action item is to deliberate and consider action on item number 6, is to review bids and discuss, and award the San Ignacio Water Plant Project CFC 22-0086. And of course, this is a Texas Department of Agriculture grant that we received more than a year ago. And I do think we've had some discussions that we may want to go into executive session to maybe call our county attorney to discuss some legal technicalities on the bid. So I would request a motion to.
I would make a motion to review the bids and discuss and award the St. Ignacio Water Plant Project CFC 22-0086 to executive session.
Motion to enter to executive session, seconded by Commissioner Morales, motion by Commissioner Garza. We are now in executive session. And let me get my.
Can y'all go out to the
I
Qué
certainly
bueno, para ir a
do.
comer ya.
I certainly do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I make a motion to go back into regular session.
Motion by Commissioner Garza to return to regular session, seconded by Commissioner Morales. For the record, no action was taken in executive session. I will move to item number 6. We'll deliberate, consider action on to review the bids and discuss and award the San Ignacio Water Plant Project CFC 22-0086. Mr. Gonzalez, good morning. And I guess this is a worthwhile project there in San Ignacio, upgrading our water plant.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioner. Yes, it
Good
is.
morning.
And, for the public, I'll give a brief, what is the improvements that are being included on that project. And, we did solicit the project throughout the state. We sent out invitations through a lot of the electronic plan rooms that hold, they hold plans for different contractors that bid, if they wanna bid from San Antonio or Dallas. And then we individually sent it to another 20 or 25 firms. We did get a real good showing at their mandatory pre-bid meeting. We had about 11 firms show up for that. And then we had, ultimately we had two bids that came in. The improvements on that project is the San Ignacio water treatment plant improvements. We're gonna upgrade the clarifier that is on the west side of the plant. And we're gonna also upgrade the splitter box where the raw water comes in and it can send it to either one of the two clarifiers. We're replacing the effluent box of that clarifier. We're also replacing the media and the under drains, the 4 filters. We're sandblasting them to the inside and recoating them with epoxy, putting new under drains, new filter media, and then new piping on the, for the surface wash. We're replacing the chemical feed lines from the chemical system into the different zones of the plant. We're replacing the filter pumps, the high service pumps, the electrical control system, and then we're also gonna be splitting the water from going to the community and to the standpipe, where the water from the plant will just directly go into the standpipe through a new fill line that we're gonna be installing on the exterior of the standpipe. Will come in on the top, exit on the bottom. We will leave a valve for control and for maintenance. If we ever need to pump directly to the community and do maintenance to the standpipe, there will be a valve there that we can shut off, and it will not send to the standpipe, but just directly to the community, and we'll continue pumping to the community on that. Those are the main improvements that are included. The bids came in at, the bid for Mouflon Oil Field Services came in at $985,200. That included their total bid, their base bid was $748,450. And then their alternate bid was $236,750. And so combined was $985,200. The other bid that we received was from RGV Industrial Machine Shop, and their total bid was for $1,202,500. Their base bid was $995,000. The alternate bid was $207,500 for a total of $1,202,500. Our recommendation is to award to Mouflon Oilfield Services for $985,200 to include the alternate items that were included. The county has $910,000 budgeted for this project, so we'll have to come up with $75,000 from
Our county funds.
from county funds. So
Yes.
just that way we can approve
And
those.
certainly, this is, just for the public, it's the Texas Department of Agriculture Colonia grant, and we appreciate the state's help in bringing these very needed improvements to San Ignacio. So I would entertain a
I make a
motion.
motion to approve, Mouflon Oilfield Services for the San Ignacio Water Plant Project CFC 22-0086 for the total of $985,200.
Motion by Commissioner Morales, seconded by Commissioner Garza. Any other discussion? Project timelines, Mr. Gonzalez?
We have provided the contractor will have about 2 to 3 weeks to get their bonds in order, And we would like to see if we can start the first week of June, that we have scheduled, on the contract, 180 calendar days for completion. That puts us right at the end of November. And, the grant administration, portion of this project ends, January 31st of 25.
25. And just for the residents of San Ignacio, there will be no disruption in their water system while this construction is taking place?
There will be minimal disruption, because
Okay.
we did talk to the water plant operators, and we will shut down the plant,
From time to time?
they do shut it down currently.
Yes.
In 8-hour periods, and that's what they'll have. So mostly during the nighttime when the tanks fill, they shut down for about 8 hours, and then, that's the time that they will have to be able to do some of those changes. Like, for example, the splitter box that
Right.
is the first item that comes in when the raw water is coming into the plant. That item, we've proposed to build it completely off-site, or not, they can build it on-site, but build it to the entirety, and it has a flange on the bottom to where then when we shut down the plant, they'll just remove the old one and put the new one on there, and then just bolt it on there. That will minimize that disruption, so instead of trying to repair that's completely, beyond repair, and that would take, probably, maybe, 2-3 weeks to repair if we try to just fix it, while it's running.
Very well.
Okay.
So I've got a motion and a second to award the contract to Muflon. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Morales, seconded by Commissioner Garza. We are now adjourned. Thank you, Commissioners, for
Thank you.
coming in.
We'll see you soon.